Hello, and welcome to our webinar brought to you by OpenText. I'm your host, Katie Bavoso from the Channel Company. Spending on cybersecurity is up amid a rise in ransomware and other cyber attacks, and most organizations believe this trend will continue through this year. Customers are looking for lightweight options that can be deployed quickly, but not all security vendors offer portfolios that can protect networks and back up critical data. OpenText is on a mission to ensure partners have everything they need to stay cyber resilient. Today, we'll discuss what's impacting the market, what businesses are missing from their security postures, and how channel partners can increase their bottom line with OpenText. For more on this, I'm now joined by OpenText Yatin Chalky, Vice President of Product Marketing, and Jason Macias, Vice President of Channel Sales, both from OpenText. Welcome to both of you, and thank you so much for joining me. Let's dive into our very first segment, a landscape of cyber threats and business opportunities. So Yatin, this first question goes to you. After the events of the last 2 years, what new cyber threats and security challenges are businesses facing?
Katie, first of all, thank you for having me here. It's great to be part of this conversation. Over the last 2 years, all of us have worked from home. It is a reality. And even though some of the companies are starting to come back, we are almost 60 to 70% of people or employees are working remotely. What it means really for companies and businesses and even employees is rise in the attack surfaces. We are all connected to that Starbucks Wi-Fi to do our work or use a different device to check our email. All those elements really provide an increased exposure to some of the attack surfaces which bad actors are looking to exploit. And so what that means is also network is constantly under attack. Anytime we connect to an internet, there are people who are watching not only our social media feed, but also where we are connecting, how we are connecting, and what we are doing to get that one opportunity to get into the network, compromise the environment, and get access. The other area which we have seen really grow over the last 2 years is almost 1,000% increase in the number of phishing attacks or emails. I'm sure we have all gotten that email of your Amazon account being compromised and click here to enter or reset that account. Uh, I know I get those at least once or twice a week. All those are really and bad actors looking to use your information to get into the right network, the right access, so that they can exploit the data they can get their hands on. FBI in early part of this year just warned of a new scam which is emerging. It is called business email compromise, and the scam is worth $43 billion. It was big enough so that FBI had to create a bulletin and warn everybody about this new attack type. And the reason behind that is employees are becoming the primary attack surface for all the bad actors. Everybody knows we are working from home, and it's easy to compromise an employee, get access to their environment, and use that as a starting point to get into the corporate networks. I mean, there are some stats out there. It is almost 20% of employees will click on a bad phishing link. Imagine that. I mean, almost one fifth of the employee base clicks on the link, but what is staggering is almost 60% will enter their information after clicking that link. What it tells us is the attacks are getting more and more sophisticated. It is very hard to distinguish from a genuine email versus a bad email, that unless you're actually looking for it. And then finally, there is a rise in the types of malware. We hear about all the different types of attacks and Trojans and new types of ransomware. We have found that almost 86% of malware is unique to one PC. Now, look at how many PCs are in the world, but 86% of malware is unique to one PC, and the location where it is hiding is changing and evolving as well. In 2021, almost 82% of ransomware attacks was on small and medium businesses, less than 1,000 employees. Average downtime from those attacks was 21 days. Now imagine not having access to your business files, your financial files for 21 days. And if you're a hospital, if you're a financial institution, the losses just keep on doubling. Manufacturing was what the hardest hit sector in last year. And I think as we go look at that, the reason behind those attacks are really the challenges people having to really protect their information into that environment and really not having a plan to recover. So when we look across the last 2 years, and our CEO likes to call it as BC or before COVID era, things have changed. Over the last 2 years, there are new types of threats are emerging. Employees are becoming more prominent as attack surface. There is new vectors or variants of attacks which are coming through, and not all of them which we have ever seen before.
Yeah, and some very scary stuff that you just listed off there. So, with all of that in mind, what should a business's security posture look like, and where do they often fall short?
Thank you, Katie. As we talked earlier, today's cybersecurity threat landscape is kind of twofold. One, there is an increase in the frequency, severity, and even sophistication of the attacks. But the two is really the preparation to recover from the attacks, to stop the spread of the attacks and recover from them quickly. And as we look across our customer base and even the market, that's where we see some of the challenges lie and where the customers are falling short. Everybody is focused on preventing the attacks, but there is a limited thinking about if you get compromised, how do you recover from it? Do you have the right policies in place? Do you have the right locations where your data is backed up? Can you get back on your feet in the case of unfortunate circumstance? And that's where the security posture or the policies across the customer base fall short. I mean, today, new attack vectors and new threats which are emerging, they might cause an infection from malware or it might cause an intrusion. But a delayed response is where the attack is going to spread and cause downtime, ultimately causing business disruption. This is what we see in the market today. And this is where we offer comprehensive solutions to address that as part of our cyber resilience portfolio. So at OpenText Security Solutions, we are really helping customers to be cyber resilient. That's our primary focus through end-to-end security and data protection solutions with best practices in mind. So we help our customers not only to detect and prevent threats from coming to their environment, but we also allow them to minimize the damage and prevent data loss or theft once the threats come to their environment, detect them very quickly and respond to them very quickly, and finally recover the business operations seamlessly and really, really fast. So, what it means for our customers is for their security posture, we are able to elevate that across the spectrum of different priorities they have and also help them be compliant. That's what we focus on, and we see a lot of customers falling short on that second piece. There is a lot of focus on prevention, but how do you stop the spread and how do you recover from it is lacking today in the market. And our portfolio is comprehensive enough where we cover all of those solutions or situations.
Thank you so much, Yatin. Now, Jason, let's get you involved in the conversation. After we heard all the scary things that Yatin told us about that are going on this year and will continue to occur in the years to come, I'm sure. Tell us, what business opportunities does all of this present to resellers?
Thanks for having me. Great explanation there, Yatin. We could have spent the entire webinar with just Yatin speaking on all of the threats that are out there. It's very scary. With all of those threats come a ton of opportunities for our partners to present value to their customers. At the end of the day, you guys are value-added resellers. You'd like to add value, and your customers are trusting that you're going to provide the right solutions to keep them secure. So here at OpenText Security Solutions, we have an end-to-end portfolio to provide the security needed for these. A lot of these guys are small and mid-sized businesses, don't have the ability to go hire the best IT security experts in the industry. There's a very massive shortage of experts that can address these threats and implement a security posture within a business that's going to be efficient. The small and mid-sized folks are maybe sometimes of the mindset that nobody's going to attack me. I'm a small fish in a big pond. But the bad guys know that you guys are more than likely going to be the target, a good target, because of the lack of security posture. So we really offer an opportunity to add value to your customers, provide them with a security solution and an option to consolidate vendors. Partners are looking to consolidate vendors, just as their end customers are looking to consolidate and be able to implement a single solution with a single company that can address multiple threat vectors. Obviously, business email compromise is the #1 threat vector. Depending on which stats you look at, it's pushing 90% of most threats are coming via email. And so we have some great solutions on the email security front, web security, and as well as data protection and data backup solutions that we can offer to your end customers.
Thanks so much, Jason. Gentlemen, that brings us into our second segment, OpenText Solutions for Cyber Resilience. So Yatin, you're once again going to get us started. OpenText security solutions are a combination of two vendors that now operate under the OpenText umbrella. We know them as Carbonite and Webroot. What do your channel partners get from this combined portfolio?
Thank you, Katie. So one additional clarification point, OpenText Security Solutions is essentially really the best of breed products out there and combined under the umbrella of OpenText Security Solutions. It is true that we are made up of Carbonite and Webroot as two primary brands, but recently we acquired Zix as a company, and their portfolio of email security, the cloud-to-cloud backup, information archiving is nestled under these two brands. So even though we talk about our OpenText security solutions as Webroot data security and Carbonite data protection solutions, it is really across the board of varying products, varying capabilities, and really the best of breed capabilities brought under one umbrella. So from partner perspectives, what it means for our partners to get access to this combined portfolio, I'll say three things. First one is really the relevancy. We have a complete end-to-end portfolio. No matter where customer is in their journey, no matter what challenge or problem they're trying to solve, we have a solution for that. So think about that. As a partner, you are able to offer one-stop shop to them, really to offer complete experience for them to deliver whatever problem they're trying to solve, and allows you to build that trusted advisor relationship with the partner or with the customer as well. The second point is really about engagement. As we said, we have one-stop shop across all the portfolio. But what that means is there are related benefits, capabilities, programs, training, which come along with that. And you have one vendor to work with to really get access to all of that stuff. And more importantly, as we go towards the third point, is how to increase your profitability. Access to new route to markets, access to the new set of customers, and really ability to expand your footprint within those customer base. Also expand your footprint within existing customer by increasing your share of wallet of their spend across all these different solutions. Customers are looking to solve these problems anyway. So opportunity for our partners is to really work with us, get access to this complete portfolio, and really drive that trusted advisor relationship with the customer by offering them complete end-to-end solutions.
So Yatin, let's talk more about the actual technology. What key features or solutions make OpenText security portfolio stand out from the competition?
Absolutely. So our solution portfolio is really best of breed technologies and products out there, whether it is Webroot, Carbonite, or Zix umbrella. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the key differentiating factors, but there are many more. And I encourage all of everybody listening to learn a little bit more about it and deep dive. Let's start with our Webroot data security portfolio. Our differentiation within the market is our unique way to characterize threats. Today, there are a lot of solutions in the market, and everybody characterizes threats from something they know as a bad malware. Think about checking the list and crossing that off. So if something comes to your environment which you haven't seen, you run it against the list and think about, oh, we know what it is, and it is bad file or bad malware, and we flag it. Our solution works a little bit differently. We do not rush to flag the solution as bad. We try to see where it is originating from, what it's trying to do on your system. Because what is happening today in the market is we are seeing threats which you haven't seen before. So no matter what comes to your environment, if you haven't seen it before, it's very hard to know whether it is right or good or bad. We do it differently because of the power of our Bright Cloud Threat Intelligence platform. That's the foundational engine behind our Webroot data security portfolio. Bright Cloud Threat Intelligence Platform is running on sixth generation of machine learning and is part of almost 85% of security appliances sold in the market. Now, can you imagine that? We have that rich history of data across those 85% of security appliances, and we have 10-year history. That means petabytes of data, billions of URLs and IP addresses is what we have insight into. And what Bright Cloud does is processes that in a machine learning or AI algorithm model to really provide the right recommendation through contextual intelligence. It really correlates the data from a URL to a file behavior to a malware to say something new which is coming to an environment. Do we know it is bad or it is good? For example, if you receive an unknown file from somebody, we don't know if it is good or bad, but we know if it is originating from a known IP address which is known to be involved in phishing attacks and email compromise attacks. We can, with a certainty, really look at that, assign a risk score, and flag it as potentially harmful element. But webroot doesn't stop there. We also look at that file or what it's trying to do on your environment or system. And if we start it seeing accessing certain processes or certain elements of your environment, which it shouldn't, then we automatically flag it. That's what makes us different. And that's a big technical differentiation. It is validated to third party testing studies as well. Something like Passmark. We have the smallest footprint out there. We do this quickest scan out there in the market. And the reason behind that is really that rich history which we bring to the table through Bright Cloud Threat Intelligence platform and constantly learning algorithm, where everything which Bright Cloud Threat Intelligence platform learns, it automatically gets pushed out to all our webroot endpoints so that they are automatically becoming smarter. In addition to that, we have some patent pending technology in our DNS protection solution. What it means really for our customers is today anybody who is trying to access the DNS data, and in fact I should speak about what DNS is. DNS is domain name service. Think about it as a Google Maps of your internet. Anytime you go on a website, access a website, it is logged and it is all logged in clear text. Now think about it, which financial institutions you bank with, where you're going to get your data. All of that information is logged in a clear text in DNS, and attackers love that. That's why that is the primary attack target for a lot of network attacks. And our solutions block that in a patent pending technology, which allows attackers not only to not get access to the data, but also stops them from exporting the data to somewhere where they can get access to it. So that's just two examples of our data security portfolio where we have industry leading technologies. When you look across our broader portfolio, email security solutions come to the forefront. These solutions are used by a lot of leading financial institutions, a lot of leading healthcare institutions, government institutions for one single reason: ease of use and the power of protection which it offers. Think about you doing an email and without doing any additional extra step, you know that email is encrypted. It is only going to be used or accessed by somebody who is authorized to access it. And any new email which comes to your environment, it is automatically, if it is from a phishing type of environment, it is automatically dropped, deleted, and your environment is protected. That's the power of email security portfolio, from email encryption to email threat protection to even email continuity solutions. And this is what makes us different. Ease of use with the power of protection. That's why our customers love us. When we look across the recovery spectrum, there are a lot of companies who offer backup. Our differentiation on the backup front is really ability to recover or how to minimize the downtime. We offer solutions which allow you to back up really to an hour and a flexibility of backup schedules. And more importantly, how can you recover from those backups? How quickly can you recover from those backups? We offer up to minutes of recovery time objective and recovery point objective through some of our solutions. Not many companies can do that. And when you have a ransomware in your environment, and when ransomware asking you to pay ransom because they know it is going to take you longer to recover your backed up data, those solutions are really true differentiator to really keep your business running. And while you quarantine the environment and look or stop the ransomware spread, into your environment. And finally, all of us use email, M365. All of us use potentially Dropbox, Box, Google, Salesforce, all of those business applications. These are all SaaS applications. We have a lot of important data into those SaaS applications, but the SaaS applications vendor don't back up that data. And this is not a very well-known fact, but a lot of times customers assume that those vendors are backing up their data. So in case something goes wrong, they're able to recover that. It is not always the case. And we offer solutions which allow you to back up across all of those business applications in a really, really seamless way so that you can be compliant. And that's what our technical differentiation is.
Thank you so much, Yatin. So going on from that, we're going to go back to you, Jason. After all of these exciting products and assets that Yatin just went over, how quickly can your partners implement a solution under your portfolio in their customers' environments?
Yeah, Yatin touched on it a little bit as far as the ease of use and implementation. So most of our solutions can be implemented fairly quickly. I'm talking about days, maybe a couple of weeks tops, which is important to partners. Most of the times, partners don't find out about a customer wanting to change vendors until the last minute, and you're running into contract expiration and downtime. So we can actually hop right in. Ideally, we'd like a little bit more time to work with you, but we do have teams that are available, implementation teams. Most of these services are actually offered at no additional cost to our partners to help them deploy solutions. There are some that are a little bit more complex that require some professional services, but for the most part, very easy to implement and very easy to deploy and manage our solutions within a matter of days, if not weeks tops.
So Jason, can you speak to the ease of use of these solutions and why does that really matter?
As I touched on earlier, most folks don't have the IT staff that knows the ins and outs of all these different types of security solutions, and there's tons of them to be able to manage. You're talking about network security, email security, web security, data prevention, data loss prevention, data backups, et cetera. We can go on and on with the different types of solutions out there. Luckily, we offer most of those solutions to our partners and their customers. And so we try to make these as easy to use as possible, with interfaces that are easy to navigate. With the most recent acquisition of the Zix AppRiver company, we have a product now, or a platform called Secure Cloud, where 4 services live. We have our email threat solution, we have our encryption, our archiving solution, and our cloud-to-cloud backup solution, all built into that platform, along with the ability to actually sell and resell Microsoft solutions there as well. So ease of use is important when you have things that are fully integrated. The WebRoot platform as well has 3 different security products built in there to touch on what Yatin was talking about around security awareness. And making sure that folks aren't clicking on things. That's where our security awareness training solution lives. So very easy to use. Our goal is to have all of these solutions in one common platform, and hopefully the very near future, and be able to make it even easier for our partners to deploy and for their customers to manage those solutions moving forward.
So Jason, can you share a success story with me in which one of your partners was able to solve a security challenge or mitigate a threat for a client?
Yeah, so obviously tons of these success stories. I can think about one in particular. I was actually at a partner event, and we had a partner come up to us that was using our email threat solution, and had a compromise that had happened with just some internal stuff that was happening with a user. Nothing that we let in, but we found out by using a tool, a little known tool that we need to be a little bit better at advertising, called our security audit tool, which we actually offer to our partners at no additional cost, and to their customers as well. But we were able to run a security audit on that Microsoft 365 environment and actually found out that there was a disgruntled employee that had some forwarding rules in place, and that led to some no-nos. But we were able to mitigate the threat, change the rules. The partner was able to actually go in and change those forwarding rules and get rid of them. And obviously the employer had a nice little chat with that employee thereafter. But just like that, the partner just happened to be in the right spot at the right time. One of our solutions consultants was on site, ran the audit, pointed him to the problem, fixed the problem, and that partner was the hero for his customer within a matter of minutes.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Jason. That brings us right into our third and final segment, new revenue streams with OpenText. So, Jason, how can OpenText partners make more money selling your security solutions?
Great question. Our partners are very interested in margins. You know, from my lens, a good vendor is one that's providing the opportunity to our partners to make money, make margin, be protected when they bring us an opportunity, and then have protection at time of renewal as well, and know that the vendors are not doing anything to take that business away from them down the road. We want our partners to be successful. We are all about our partners and working together and making sure that they're successful. When our partners are successful, we are obviously successful at the same time. So as mentioned, deal reg, we offer deal reg protection. We offer incumbency protection at time of renewal. We offer tiered discounts depending on volume. So as you grow with us as a partner, you get better initial baseline discounts. We pass deals to partners as well. Depending on the segment, we are in most segments very channel friendly and want our partners to be on the receiving end. It's not just about sending us deals. We would like to return the favor and pass deals to our partners that are working with us and being successful with us.
So, Jason, how do you help partners identify and take advantage of new revenue opportunities?
Well, we have a couple of different things built into our partner program with new revenue opportunities. Obviously, we have a selling team that is here to assist. If you have an opportunity and you know that we may be a good fit, don't feel like you got to do it all on your own. Reach out to your channel account manager. We're here to assist. We can co-sell with you. We can do demos for you and with you and make sure that we're getting the correct message across, even proof of concepts and things of that nature. So we're here to assist. If you do find an opportunity and not quite sure how to handle it or what's the best way to approach it, or you want some intel maybe on a competitor that the vendor is looking to displace, we can definitely talk through our differentiating factors there. And then as part of the program, we offer things like spiffs for our partners that are down to the individual level and the partner level. So the individual contributors have an opportunity to earn additional revenue on top of what your company's paying you on a deal. And then we have things like MDF funds and co-marketing funds where we would love to partner up on events and things of that nature and get out in front of your customers, help you find new opportunities where you can add value to those potential end customers.
Jason, many of your partners are often small businesses themselves. How do you support them to get up and running as an OpenText partner as quickly as possible?
Yeah, thank you for that question. So a lot of our partners are small businesses and they're supporting small to mid-sized businesses as well. So just like we like to make our solutions friendly for the SMB end customers, we like to make our solutions easily accessible to our partners so that they can get up and running and be successful as a partner from day one. Some of those benefits and things that we do for our partners is, number one, after you become a partner, you get a dedicated account manager, which is very important. You have one resource that you can reach out to, and they're essentially your internal quarterback here at OpenText. They will help you get access to your partner portal, get things like your not for resale / demo licenses implemented and deployed internally so that you can go out there and demo our solutions. Obviously, you would need some training to be able to provide those demos. We offer free training to our partners and certifications for them to feel confident in the solutions that they are suggesting that their partners implement themselves. We also offer internal use licenses. So if your company would like to leverage our solutions internally and really feel confident in the ability of our solutions to not just protect you, but also protect your end customers, we offer those at a significant discount and up to even free for our top tier partners. And that makes the onboarding experience for our partners very seamless and easy to do business with, which we know that's important to you.
So, Jason, final question today. Where can viewers learn more or get started partnering with OpenText?
Yeah, so there's going to be a graphic here on the screen that'll point you in the right direction to the URL. But Yatin, as our product marketing expert, I'll turn that one over to you for all of the additional resources beyond that URL.
Absolutely, Jason. So as Jason pointed out, our website is a great starting point. There's a lot of information out there, and we are continuously working to update the website. But there are other avenues where you can get access to the information. We have regular weekly newsletters. We have monthly newsletters. We have community sites where you can actually engage with other partners, other fellow partners who are using Webroot products and Carbonite products and really driving value for their customers. That is another way to engage with us. And there is always an opportunity to reach out to somebody on Jason's team to get more insight, learn more, and start a conversation about how you can take advantage of the portfolio and the benefits that come along with it.
Yacht and Jason, thank you both so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. And it was such a pleasure talking to both of you. And thank you at home for joining us. If you'd like to learn more about OpenText, you could check out the information on your screen. Once again, I'm Katie Bavoso. Thanks for watching.